Women's World Cup, U.S. should try new formation. Now is the time for U.S. coach Jill Ellis to play Morgan Brian, Carli Lloyd and Lauren Holiday together in a 4-2-3-1, writes Thomas Floyd. Montreal, Jill Ellis isn't one to overanalyze X's and O's. In her system, overarching philosophy trumps tactical intricacy. A lineup is just an alignment of players, she said. It's about how you play within any shape. It's really about how mobile we are, it's really about what we commit to in terms of how we want to play. That's one of the reasons the U.S. national team coach has stuck with a straightforward 4-2 formation for every match in 2015, through performances good and bad. She plays to matchups when adjusting her personnel, but this isn't a team with a slew of different looks in the holster. As a Women's World Cup semi-final looms against top-ranked Germany, wouldn't it be something if Ellis rolled the dice? Because she should. Simply put, it's time to ditch the 4-2. For much of this Women's World Cup, the US has failed to impress aesthetically despite securing every result it needed. It wasn't until Friday's 1-0 win over China in the quarter-finals that the Americans had the look of a contender, crisply circulating possession while creating plenty of chances. Moving the ball is what this team does, defender Julie Johnston said. Everything came together at the right moments. After an outing like that, Ellis may be inclined to deploy the same lineup against Germany on Tuesday at Olympic Stadium. But she won't. Starting midfielders Lauren Holiday and Megan Rapinoe sat out the victory against China because of yellow card accumulation. Now they're back in Ellis' arsenal. Rapinoe will return to her post on the left flank, with Toby Heath or Kelly O'Hara going to the bench. No drama there. Holiday is more complicated. The 27-year-old is one of the most talented players at Ellis' disposal, with an idiosyncratic concoction of vision, awareness and technique. Since taking over in April 2014, Ellis has deemed those attributes most essential in a deep-lying playmaker role. The results have been mixed. Holiday shined in that spot during the United States run to the Algarve Cup title in March, showcasing an ability to ping balls all over the field. Yet she hasn't been at her best in Canada, with uncharacteristic errors becoming, well, characteristic. Should Holiday take her spot back from Morgan Brian? Nope. The 22-year-old was the catalyst for the Americans' uptick in quality Friday, giving the team balance as a holding midfielder. Defensively, the gaps closed. Going forward, Brian's tendency to find pockets and cleanly distribute was invaluable. If I need to sit in that hole and do what Jill asks me, then I do that, said Brian, a natural playmaker. Yes, I want to go forward. And yes, I have to hold myself back sometimes. But it's pretty easy because we've played two in the midfield, so if both of us go, we leave a huge gap in the middle. That's something I've just remembered and gotten used to. But Ellis can't keep Holiday on the bench. She also won't sit Carli Lloyd, who thrived as Brian's midfield partner and scored the game winner against China. The answer, really, is obvious: start all three of them. Holiday, Lloyd and Brian got the nod together for the group stage draw with Sweden. That match, however, saw Brian's technical ability watered down on the flank. Let's instead focus on the final 21 minutes of the round of 16 win over Colombia. With the Americans up a player and 2 goals, Ellis replaced forward Abby Wambach with Brian. The rest of the way, the US played a 4-2-3-1, Brian and Lloyd were in central midfield, while Holiday played an advanced role just underneath striker Alex Morgan. Bingo! US fans will remember Holiday playing as an attacking midfielder, or withdrawn forward, it's largely semantics, at the 2011 World Cup. It's also where she thrives in the NWSL for FC Kansas City. Did she enjoy her cameo as a number 10 against Colombia? Heck yeah, I had so much fun, Holiday blurted out, not doing much to shield her enthusiasm. It was fun to play in that 10 spot and to be higher up the field. Let's be clear, this wouldn't be a move of desperation. The US is coming off its best performance of the tournament, after all. But in playing Brian as a defensive midfielder, Ellis searched for a stopgap and found a stalwart. There no longer is a need to play Holiday out of position. Although the US will sacrifice a forward, none of Wambach, Sydney Leroux, Kristen Press and Amy Rodriguez has put a stranglehold on a starting spot. Save them for the second half and see what Holiday can do in her preferred role. The caveat here is a lack of reps. Brian told Goal USA that the match against Colombia was the first time ever for that 4-2-3-1, in training or a game. Even so, Lloyd and Holiday have experience playing together in those roles. It just was a few years back, with Shannon Box X in the slot Brian now occupies. It would be nice, and I think that we're three very good players, Brian said. But at the same time, it's something that the coaching staff has to weigh in on, and that's their decision. The US squad we've seen for most of this World Cup is an underdog against Germany. But 7 games is too long to stay static. Champions always evolve. So Ellis should keep the philosophy and tweak the tactics. She won't regret it.